Hey, this is Shannon Banjan. I am a local real estate agent in the Lake Travis area, and I live in the Provence neighborhood. So join me as I take a walk through this community. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, good and bad. So if you've just been curious about Provence or you're thinking of making a move, this video is for you. So my husband and I moved into Provence at the end of 2023. We love living here so far, and the main thing that drew us to this area was the location. What I love about it is that in 7 minutes, I can get to every single thing I need. We're really close to the Galleria area off of Hamilton Pool Road and Highway 71. In 15 minutes, we can go the opposite way and end up in Dripping Springs. And then because we're out in the hill country, we can go to so many different beautiful wineries, parks, everything within an hour. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and the location is fantastic. So one thing that's unique about this neighborhood is that it has a French countryside theme. So that's why you have the name Provence being a region of France, and then all of the street names have a French name. Now, what's funny is most of the people don't know how to pronounce it, and we even joke about it when people move in. They're like, how do I say this street name? So is this Bacassu, Becasso, Becassau? I've heard it pronounced all kinds of different ways. You actually have to Google if you want to know the French pronunciation. You can look that up, but it means sandpiper in French. And then my street I live on, I always say Sanglier Drive, but it's something like Sanglier, and it means wild boar. So fun facts, if you move here, all of the street names are French. You'll have to Google to figure out how to pronounce it and what it actually means. Since my husband and I moved into the neighborhood, we've already helped 6 families move in here as well. I would say most of the families love the fact that you get just a little more for your money out here in terms of the quality of the home and the fact that you get bigger yard spaces compared to other master plan communities like Sweetwater and Rough Hollow. We actually helped 2 families just down the road here get Ashton Woods homes, and they loved it. They got incredible discounts, and they both got amazing greenbelt lots. Now, if you're wanting a greenbelt yard, meaning there's no neighbors behind, there are definitely some opportunities left in phase 1, even though phase 1 will be complete pretty soon, but you can get lots like this one and several other opportunities throughout the neighborhood. But I will tell you, you always get the best deals if you can go with an inventory home that the builder's already started. We also got a 3rd family under contract with Ashton Woods recently. They got all their closing costs paid for, a really low interest rate, and a big discount on that one. One of the things I love on going on walks out here is just how open everything is. I feel like the developer did a good job of keeping all the green spaces. Now, I would say a negative is that we don't have a great trail system yet, but you can see that they're starting to work on some. In the distance, they're putting down mulch on different areas to start paving the way for future trails. So I'm super excited about that. But in the meantime, I still love these views. So around this corner is where we have some of the largest homes in the community. These are all going to be built by Weston or Dries. I own a Weston home, and I've helped 2 other people get Weston homes as well. And I would say they're buying them because of the space. One of our clients has 4 kids, so they wanted at least a 4,000 square foot home. Now, my husband and I ended up getting a Weston home as well because we may at some point have to move my elderly parents in. So we definitely wanted that space, and we've been really happy with it. Now, bonus if you can pronounce that street name.
Fougère.
Now, if you don't need a big home with space, there's another section of the neighborhood that has homes by David Weekley and Newmark, which are a lot smaller. We also helped a client get a really gorgeous David Weekley home. She was moving here to downsize and be closer to her grandkids. So something I like is just that there's a variety of people in the neighborhood, and there's different budgets and price points for everyone. So I had to stop and show you the amenity center in Provence. So near the entrance, there is a clubhouse with a playground and a swimming pool. So it's great for families that want a space for their kids to hang out and play. Now, we have had some clients complain that this pool doesn't have that wow factor, like the infinity edge pool or the floating river, things that you'd see in Sweetwater or in Rough Hollow. But honestly, I lived in Sweetwater for 9 years, and I can say that my husband and I used the community center pool maybe 5 times. The reason we moved out to Provence was because we wanted a little more space and a bigger yard, and we were able to build our own pool in our backyard. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's a second pool in the works. Now here's a neighborhood feature you will not find anywhere else. We have our own neighborhood vineyard. It goes along with the community's French country theme, and it blends well with the Texas Hill Country as well. Now I wish this was usable and we could actually pick grapes and make wine, but for now it's just a beautiful focal point, and we use it as a location or landmark. When we go walking, I'll tell my husband, hey, let's walk to the vineyard and back. Now I've heard rumors that in the future they might add another vineyard in phase 2, or they might actually start producing wine and incorporating that somehow into our clubhouse and amenities. We'll have to see, but for now it's just a beautiful focal point of the community. So I just hit the end of the road, but this is not the end of the neighborhood. This is where phase 2 of Provence actually begins. So there was recently approved that there will be 800 more homes coming to the neighborhood, which will completely finish it out. There is a huge section of land this way that backs all the way up to Sweetwater. And what I'm most excited about are the extra amenities that come with phase 2. So the next thing that will be built will be a wellness center. This will include a fitness facility, a yoga area, possibly some sports courts. And then there's a huge home that you can kind of see off in the distance that belongs to the original landowner who sold all of this acreage to be developed. Now that beautiful home already has a pool in it, and there's rumors, again, talks in the works of making that a second community center with a pool. Who knows how else it'll be used, but they're going to make sure they incorporate that into the community. So as I head back home, a couple other things I want to mention are the commercial developments that I'm so excited for. Since we moved in, one of the things that they added was a gas station right in front of the community. It sounds simple, but it makes it so convenient if you forgot a loaf of bread or you just want to get some ice cream late at night. It's right there. And along with that gas station, there's already a strip center that has several businesses that have opened up. I'm mostly excited for Peach's Coffee to open. I'm a big coffee drinker, and so I love that there's one right at our entrance. And most recently, a Starbucks just opened at the corner of Highway 71 and Hamilton Pool Road. So if you are heading out to work, this is the easiest spot to grab your cup of coffee and go. Well, I'm almost to my house, but if you think that Provence is the right neighborhood for you and you would love to work with someone who actually lives in the neighborhood, has worked with all the builders and knows all the ins and outs, then I would love to help. Just reach out using my contact information below. And who knows, we might even be neighbors.